Right guys, welcome back to the channel again. Thanks for tuning in. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through how to make a single strand titanium wire trace. So as I said before, they're a lot better, I think, than your normal sort of 7-strand stuff that just kinks up every 2 minutes. You know, you get one fish, it rolls around and it's no good, so you got to cut it off and make another or put another one on. But with this stuff, what you can do is you know, you can twist it, bend it, whatever, and it'll just spring straight back. So you can catch a lot more fish on them. So I in my view, I think they're a lot more cost effective, and I like to make them. That one that I've just knocked up just now is a 20-inch trace. Normally make them right 18 to 20 inches. You know, the ones that you get in tackle shops nowadays, some of them that are this big, no good, no good. Chuck them in bin, don't use them. So what I'm going to do is, before I start showing you how to make them, I'm just going to jump into a little clip of a pike that I caught recently on a jerk bait, little Godfather jerk in mackerel pattern, and it were twisting, and she were twisting, turning, jumping, rolling round in net, got all tangled up into braid and everything. Fish wasn't actually hooked. It were pretty lucky really. It had a lunge at lure and then turned, and the lure wrapped round it and then up back onto a trace. So it were right round fish, and it were giving it all this like they do, and managed to get it all untangled and what have you. Nice fish, probably, I don't know, mid-double, something like that. Lovely fish. So we'll jump into that now, and then when I come back I'll show you how I made them traces. So enjoy this little clip and I'll see you in a bit. You know, when you get a feeling there's a pike in the swim, I've got that feeling now. Just under this little willow. See whether I'm right. I mean, it might be, but I might not want to feed. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's no there. Maybe I just don't want to feed. Or she. Got to check it out though, haven't you? Any little areas like that, that there, got to be worth a shot. Because you never know. That's an holding area, is that, in a straight bit of river like this. Just sit behind it. Seize a meal, easy meal. So I'll have that, straight out, bang. Yes! It's got a bit. As soon as he gets untangled, he'll be off. Tangled up in trace. It's got wrapped round its tail. Come on, come on. That's untangled it. Come on. It's wrapped round, you know, it's not even hooked. There's a good chance this could come off. Come on.
Oh, sweetheart.
Come on, let's have you. Come on. No, 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 no. Come on. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you ready for it coming up?
Not yet. Just let it rest in net.
Yeah, I've got it.
Don't let it out at net. Quick, get it up here.
You ready?
Yeah. Ready as I'll ever be.
It's heavy.
Good fish, that.
Oi.
It's not even hooked.
No.
No. Don't pull that back in now, just unhook that. There. That's out that way. That's a nice fish.
Oh, she's gorgeous. Look at the green around her mouth.
Belter.
That is absolutely stunning, love. Well done.
It's going to flip. There you go, I'll let you take her.
Alright.
Just rest her in net first. Because chances are she'll be ready to go. Just let it rest in net. And you just drop it just over her nose. There you go, she's away. Cracking.
Oh, well done, love.
Got to have a bit of that, haven't you? Lowered by Esox. Right, so hope you enjoyed that. It was certainly a lively fish and it went back fit and healthy. Everything were fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to talk you through how I made that trace. So I've got a piece of wire down here. So it's £40 single strand titanium. So what I'll do is, to start off with, put a little crimping sleeve on, just to cover it, crimp up and just make it look nice and neat. So that goes on first. So slide that on like that. So that's the sleeve on there. And then get your crimp. So for these I'm using the Drennan Slim crimps. So it says suitable for 40 to 66 pound 7 strand. So that's them. So slide that onto trace. And then get your swivel. So I'm using Tronics Pro rolling swivels size 6. So these are £60 swivels. You can see them there. Show it to that camera there. Right. So drop that onto there. So you've got that. And then go through your crimp like that. So leave yourself a decent piece here, because this will go back through. That'll go back through your crimp. So just like that there. and then go back through your crimp again, so I can show it to this camera. Back through your crimp. So you've basically got that there. Hope you can see that all right. Just like that. So you've gone through your crimp and then back through your crimp again. So what I do now is I'll bring that down, pull your tag end, and then it'll leave a nice loop at back of your crimp like that. Yep, you can see that all right. Back of your crimp, and then get hold of your crimp with your thumb and your forefinger, and then just pull that down like that, and leave yourself a nice loop so there's free movement for your lower. So you've basically got that like that. So then all I'll do, get my crimping pliers. I don't use the inside of the crimp so much for these. I do with the heavier stuff, but not so much with these. I'll use the flat piece of the crimp. So you can just use normal pliers really for this. So what I do is I don't crimp right on the end. So just that. You don't have to go mad. Just give it a nice squeeze so it flattens it out and grips the trace wire, and then same at other end, and then just a nice bit into the middle. So you basically are left with that. Okay, so you've got a little loop here and then a loop there where you swivel on like that. So what I'll do then is I'll bend the tag end over like that, and then squeeze it down. Squeeze it down with my nail like that, so it sticks up at 90 degrees, and then that'll just snap straight off. It's perfectly fine, it's all right. So basically you're left with that there. You can see that. So you've crimped on, you've got a nice bit at back there. And then what we'll do is we'll get a sleeve. Slide it down, and then that just neatens everything up like that. Just covers up your crimp, just like that. There you go. Nice and neat, simple, really easy. And then I'm using mustard Sterlock snaps. So these are £150 of these. So they're probably a bit heavy for this rig, but just for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to show you all you need to do with them. So they're what I'm using in this instance. So open up your Sterlock like that. And then slide on your swivel, roll it right round to the back. And then clip it back up onto there. I'll leave it now, clip it shut. So some of these they're normally, there you go, like that. So you're left with that. So that's the end that you're going to attach your lower to, just like that. And then what I'll do is, that's why I've got this tape measure here. I'll just hold it onto end of there, go to about 23 and a half, nearly 2 foot of wire. Don't need to skimp on it. so that you've got a little bit left and you've got enough to to make your trace up, and then just cut that off there. Leave that down there a sec. So same again really, so all you're doing is sliding on your sleeve. That's the first thing to go on. Same as other end. That's all you're doing, same as other end. So get your crimp, slide your crimp on, and then put your swivel on. Same again, same as other end. Give yourself about that much there, maybe, I don't know, 5 inch, 4 or 5 inch. So you've got enough to go through your crimp, like that, and then your tag end, you've got plenty to go back through there, like that. So basically all you're doing is you're repeating the process that you did at the other end of the trace. Just there, if you can see that. Same as what you did at other end. And then all you're doing is pull your tag end, so you've got a nice loop at back of your crimp. Just there. And then pull that down. Leave yourself a nice loop, don't pull it too tight. And get your pliers. Not right on end at crimp, because you don't want to flatten it, because that's a pinch point for me. So I'll leave that little bit open. So come back a couple of mil, crimp. Same at other end, crimp. And then just get a little squeeze in the middle. That's it, you don't need to go mad, just so it's gripping your wire. And then pull it over, squeeze, come back 90 degrees, there you go, and then that just snaps off like that. That's it, it's perfectly normal as that, it's fine, totally fine. And then the same again, get your sleeve, slide it over first eye of your swivel, so your swivel can still turn, and that's it, that's basically it. So there you go, that end will attach to your braid by a Palomar knot. That's what I use, never let me down, solid as a rock. And what I've done with these is I've attached a lure onto there, and I've gone and hooked it round a tree, 100-pound braid, pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled, and there's no slippage, and it'll snap, or it'll open up your little rings, that your split rings that you've got on your treble hooks, so that you don't lose your precious lure. And that's about it basically. So that's ended up about 19 inches as that. So that's what I'm looking at, like sort of 18 to 20 inch trace. So plenty of room for when you've got your lure on and pike comes along, they'll lunge at your lure, and there's all that left, look, there. You know, your lure's right back here, and your braid's right over there. So no chance at pike going all that way and heading into your braid and biting you off, which is the last thing you want, isn't it? So that's basically it, that in a nutshell. So that's how to make single strand titanium wire trace. It won't slip, it'll last you ages, you get loads of fish on them, you'll get your money's worth, and the bulletproof. So thanks for tuning in and watching this little sort of giving you a little bit of an idea about how to make them. So go and have a go at making them yourself. And what I'd suggest, if you're unsure, if it's first time you've done it and you're unsure about if you've done it right or not, you know, follow these steps and you should be all right. But what I'd suggest is, like I said, put a lure on, hook it round a tree, get out of your braid, pull, and then you'll know that you know it's a really good strong wire trace, and it gives you confidence then that what you've made and what you're using on end of there, you know that it's right. So that's my advice. Go give it a try, get yourself some bits, give it a whirl, and hope you catch a few fish on it. So till next time, tight lines.